Welcome students, welcome to our digital class. I am class teacher of class 1 and how are you? I hope you all are doing very well. So students, today we will learn about class 2 English volume 2 and the topic is Birbal'S.
One evening,
So let's go
King
to the
Akbar
topic.
said to his noblemen, "Tell me, what punishment should be given to someone who dared to pull my moustache?" The men were shocked. Then Shah Khan spoke up. "He should be whipped." "His head should be cut off, your honor," said Mulado Piazza. "The person should be hanged," said Shadi Shah. "And you, Birbal, what do you suggest?" asked Akbar. "I would give him some sweets," said Birbal calmly. Everyone present was surprised. Had Birbal gone mad? Sweets for such an act? Akbar frowned. "Did I hear you right, Birbal? Do you consider sweets a suitable punishment?" "Only in your case, your majesty," said Birbal. "Who else but your grandson would dare to touch your moustache?" Akbar burst out laughing. It was indeed the little grandson. He said, "And I did give him sweets too." Birbal, as usual, you are right.
How did you like the Birbal's wit story? Wasn't it funny? Don't you think Birbal was so smart? Do you remember these people? They were in Akbar's court. They were his ministers. Do you remember? They gave him advice on what punishment Akbar's grandson should have had. He was Shahbaz Khan and he was Shadi Shah. Do you remember what Shahbaz Khan and Shadi Shah gave as punishments? Who of them said, "Hang him, my lord," and who said he has to be whipped? Do you remember anything about the story? If you forgot, go back and watch the story again. But I have something else to ask you. Did you observe the sounds of these underlined letters? Did I say Shahbaz Khan and Shadi Shah? No, I said Shahbaz Khan and Shadi Shah. So I said shh. That means I have to be silent. While I am silent and waiting for you, go and watch this animation video and come back to me. How was it? Did it remind you of anything that you see around you every day? Come on, let's learn them again. What is the sound of this letter? The name of this letter is C, but the sound of this letter is K. And what is the sound of this letter H? It's H. Okay, it says K as in cat and H as in hat. Okay, but do you know something? Have you seen these two letters coming together one after the other in some words? And do you know what they say when they come together? They say ch. Okay, like in chin. Okay, they say ch as in chin. Okay, now children, when two consonant sounds come together, they make a completely different sound sometimes. Not all of them. There are very few of them. And of those few, this is the first one that we are learning today. So, when C and H, which make individual sounds like K and H, come together, they don't say kaha. They say ch. Okay. Do you know we have few more? Do you want to know what they are? What is that letter that hisses like a snake that just came into our screen? It says S. Like in socks, right? And what does that say, which came in with a slap? It says her. But do you know what they say when they come together? Shh. Got it now? Shahbaz Khan and Shadi Shah. Their names began with sh. So whenever S and H come together, that is, the minute H comes after S, you should say shh. Like I said, should. Okay? Look at that sentence. The second word, it says sound. Do you have H after it? No. So S is just saying S. But here it is shh. Then comes T and H. So T and H come together to say Th. Or sometimes it also says the. Okay, we will learn that later, but for now, remember, we learned ch, sh and th or the. Okay, now shall we see words that begin with this sound, ch? Ready, going around, and that comes as chips. Crunchy, kach, kach. Right? So, these chips are very crunchy and yummy to eat. Try to grab it from the screen, but they wouldn't come out. Too much of chips is not too good, but a little sometimes is okay. Chocolate! There you go. Another unhealthy food, but sometimes it's okay. Chick! Did I remind you of chicken? Protein, healthy food, but not every day. Chin. Touch your chin. Few people have a long chin, while few people have a broad one. He has a real long chin and a real big nose. Chair. Children. Okay, children? So whenever anybody calls you a child or a children, when there are many, you will be reminded immediately because you have the ch sound in the beginning. So children, these were the words which have ch in the beginning. Okay? Now words with ch sound in the middle or at the end. Okay? Guess what that is? That's where Mama makes us food, yummy, yummy food. The kitchen. And then she makes food in the kitchen early in the morning and packs it in the lunch box for us to eat it in school. And then that's the beach ball. Okay, sometimes you play in school with the beach ball and you also take it to a park. Oh, we have seen this somewhere in the park. Correct. People sit on the bench in the park. And you see the time. If it's very late and you have to go away home in your watch. If it's too dark, then you switch on your torch. Did you observe, children? The words on the screen now have the ch sound either in the middle or at the end. So the words kitchen, beach ball and lunchbox have ch in the middle. Now you would wonder, why is beach ball in the middle? It's at the end of beach. But beach ball is a compound word. It can be any ball, but this particular ball is called the beach ball. And if I just said, I love walking on the beach, then there the word beach is the shore of the sea. Then in that word where it is only beach, it comes at the end, but here it is in the middle. Okay, now here the words bench, torch and watch have them in the end. Okay, so ready to read some sentences? The chips are crispy and crunchy. Now the word crunchy also has ch, but it has it in the middle. Even if you have one letter at the end, it makes it middle. The chair is big and strong. My brother loves chocolates. Dad gifted me a watch for my birthday. The little chick lost its way. The children are playing in the park. Okay, children, let me quickly revise with you. When two consonant sounds come together and make a completely different sound, that is when you will realize, oh, listen carefully. If it is k and h, then it says ch. Okay, let me ask you a question. Let me see how many of you remember really well. We did this last year. And it comes along with you almost once in every page. The word crispy has something in it. Did you recognize the cr? Correct. It's the blend. There is a difference between that blend cr and ch. Here in the blend cr, k and r share their sound and make one single sound, that is cr. And in the word strong, str, that's the S blend. In the word brother, it's the R blend again, br. Okay? And in the word, let's find out another word, playing. It's the L blend, pl. And in the word park, you have a terminal blend, erk. Rack your brains, put on your thinking caps and try to write more blends. Not to forget, you also can write more of ch words. We're not done yet. He bought a new beach ball. The torch is on the bench. The boy hurt his chin. Oh, that's so sad. That's so painful. I also hurt my chin once and it pained like hell. I carry my lunchbox to school. And do you know something, children? When I was in school, I used to share my lunchbox with my friends. Do you miss being with your friends? I miss going to school too. Don't worry, once everything is fine, we all shall meet again in school. Mom is in the kitchen, making yummy, yummy food. Okay, so these were the ch words. So what have I told you? Remember to use as many ch words while you talk. And when you're using the ch words, remember to let your parents know that this is the ch sound. And like I told you, remember the L blends, the R blends and the S blends. And not to forget also the terminal blends. I leave you to think more words and write them down. I have just 11 of them here. You can find much more. Ch words. Ready to learn more about sh sound? Let's see words which begin with the sh sound in the beginning. Ready? Here you go. Shoes. Let's try being funny. Can I say sahoos? It finds ourselves being in a mess because you're being very, very funny. So you should say shoes, shirt, shark, sheep, ship. Come on, grab your shoes and wear your shirt. Catch that sheep and get onto the ship because the shark is going to come and eat us. Oh no, that's so scary. These were the words which had the sh sound in the beginning. Ready to see words which have them either at the end or in the middle? Here you go. Brush. That's a brush that we use to paint the walls. Fish. Look at it. Sunshine. The light that the sun gives you. Sunshine. Did you observe here? The sh in brush and fish is at the end, but in sunshine, it's in the middle. Okay? Cushion. Again, in the middle. How many of you have these cushions on your sofa? Does anybody of you have the same cushion cover? Cashew. Again, here it is in the middle. How many of you like to eat cashew nuts? When Mama uses them in any dish, you try to spot it, pick it, and quickly gobble it. Don't you? I do it. I also love the sweet that's made of cashew nuts. Cash. And now you need cash to buy everything. They're all our new currency notes. Did you observe? Did you see the new 20 rupee note too? So children, these words here either have the sh sound in the middle or at the end. In brush, cash and fish, it's at the end. But in cashew, cushion and sunshine, it's in the middle. Okay, ready for the sentences? Aditi bought a new pair of shoes. Now children, you wear socks before you wear your shoes. Never wear your shoes without socks because your feet will stink and then your shoes will start getting wet with the sweat and they will also start stinking. Okay. The baby sheep is called a lamb. The baby sheep is called a lamb. Do you remember the rhyme Baba Black Sheep? We walked in the warm sunshine. It's rainy season. Sometime when it stops raining and this warm sunshine is filling your balcony, don't you feel like sitting there and sipping a nice cup of warm milk? This cushion is very soft. The fish is very colorful. Paint the wall with a broad brush. There you go. It's the same sentence that I told you, right? I told you that this brush is used to paint the wall. My sister gifted me a yellow shirt. Oh, so that yellow shirt was a gift. Was it for your birthday? Or was it for Rakhi that just went now? Reena saw a big ship. The shark is dangerous. Yeah, did you see its teeth? It's so sharp and it can just eat everything. Do you know, since there are sharks that have even gobbled boats? Yes, if you go into the ocean and trouble them, they will obviously attack you. Don't get scared. Sharks don't come to the shores. The sweet dish is garnished with cashew nuts. Look at that. You have so many here. I deposited the cash in the bank. So children, these were the words which have sh either in the beginning, in the middle or at the end. And like I told you, write down more words. Use them in sentences and let your parents know. Remember? Let's revise. We did ch, like in chips and chin. We also did shh. Don't shout. Like in shirt, ship and cash. Okay? So, let's get back with more. But before we go further, I want you to really write more words beginning with ch and sh. Listen carefully the difference between ch and sh. Ch says ch, but sh, it's only a soft sound. Remember, sh.
I hope you all have
silent.
understood the
So you have
topic,
to say it
and your homework
silently.
is read this about lesson again and again, and activity book page number 12 and 13, and workbook page number 8 and 9. Thank you so much for watching.